Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rethink and Repurpose Live, where we help you reprioritize your growth, wellness, and passions. I'm Lissa Figgins, and my mission is to help women have the health, time, and resources to be able to say yes to the things that are most important in your life. And it's my intention each and every time that we're on to introduce you to an amazing woman who can help you with those priorities as well. So today, I am super excited to introduce you to Lisa Pepper-Satkin. She's a licensed therapist, an executive coach, and a Dare to Lead facilitator. And what she does is she helps driven women to get past the negative, to grab onto that wisdom that's already there, and to create true lasting transformation. And what I love is she terms it firing your inner bully and reawakening your inner wisdom. So Lisa, welcome. Thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit more about how you help women in this area and what inspires that.
I think it's interesting that you're focused on women because I do work with both men and women. And I think for conscious conversation, it's the same for men
Sure.
and women,
Hmm.
but we're
Hmm.
focusing on women today. So I think the core piece is to really know who you are from the inside out, right? And I created a program to help kids grow self-esteem. And I
Love.
always think, like, can you imagine if all these kids have this incredible tool, then they would grow up to be the women that we're working with who are also
Right.
growing these
Mm.
skills. And it is about having daily and weekly and annual practices to help mine these values and virtues that are in all of us. And
So true.
don't get that reflection anywhere else in your life, it may go unnoticed. So that's what I really do is I help people tap into and activate that which is already there.
That is so fantastic. And I love that. It's making me think of a conversation I had earlier today with someone who's helping parents to teach their kids how to eat healthy when they're young. And I just commented on her post and I said, wow, if we can teach them at this age to choose those things, not only is it going to help them in their growth and development, but then they're going to choose those things, down the road. They're just going to be healthier all around. And I'm super passionate about personal growth and what you're doing as well. So being able to help, a younger generation, maybe not battle that inner bully quite as much as, or more than they have to. I mean, no, it's always still going to be there, right? Like, what do you find, are those things that bring that inner bully out that cause this kind of battle that goes on inside of us?
Oh, I think it's ongoing. It's like I say to my clients, it's like the ticker tape on the
Mm,
news, that it just scrolls. It's the deep unconscious patterning that is there in all of us. And without awareness and tools in your toolbox to catch it and stop it, it does sort of run the show, you know.
right,
It's like you were
right,
talking today about your two dogs, like one
right.
runs the show,
Yeah,
right?
and it's the little one. It's the 20-pound one, not the 100-pound one, who could literally, my 100-pound one could just stomp on him and put him down, and there'd never be another problem. But
Right, it's a
yeah.
perfect example of the inner bully because it's something that lives inside of us. And it's like, it's not the saber-toothed tiger out there that we're so
Mm,
afraid of. Actually,
mhm.
it is that little voice that can be so cruel and mean and unforgiving. And once you ascertain, like, where did that come from? Where did that
Right.
seed get planted? That's when we can begin to change it.
Yes, yes, so true, right? Because oftentimes we are saying things to ourselves that we would never say out loud to someone else. And, there's that inner struggle that nobody else sees. That is just that constant battle because it's feels like it's always there. One of the things that you mentioned when we first got started, I'm really intrigued about. You talked about having some regular practices, whether they be annual, whether they be monthly, whether they be weekly, whether they be daily, maybe hourly. Like, let's kind of dive into that. What are some practical daily practices or regular practices that women can use that will help them with this inner bully and firing it?
Well, it sounds so cliche, but I start my day every single day with a list of gratitudes. It
Mm,
it sets my mind up for goodness,
right.
right? It's like I always say to clients, like, in a golf game, you golf from hole 1 to hole 2 to 3 to 4, right? I don't golf. but it isn't rocket science.
Right.
And so you plan your golf game in a way that will make you successful if you're a golfer. I plan my day to make me successful, right? It's like I start with, what do I consume? And I
Mm,
tell people all the time, watch what you are consuming, because
so
that's
true.
what nourishes your soul. So if you're consuming, Housewives, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce that show, you are nourishing yourself with crap
Right.
and comparison and gossip
Mhm,
and ick.
mhm, mhm.
So nourish yourself with goodness and your life will be better.
I love
So
that.
regular, rigorous practices that nourish yourself,
Mm,
writing your affirmations, reading your affirmations, looking at your to do, to be list every single day. I have a really powerful feminine accountability program that I'm teaching people, because if we're inspiring each other around our successes, then
right.
more of that wants to grow, rather than the inner bully will be like, see, you didn't do it again. I
Mm.
don't do that with people. I have them look at what's the pattern that's working and how can we do more of that.
Yeah, and just the little things. Sometimes it's just those little things in our day, those little wins, those little, it doesn't have to be something huge, but then it has that compound effect, right? When you start tracking that, you start noticing that, you start appreciating those little things, you see more of it, you do more of it, and you start seeing, the changes when it comes to that. And I know one thing for me, I make it a habit of not going on my social media or even, on any electronic device when I first get up. I want to be in charge of how I start my day, right? And doing like what you said, doing gratitude, having that time to really reflect and to plan out my day and what I want it to look like before I'm running after every fire that everybody else has set that they expect, to be put out. So that's
Here's an
fantastic.
interesting here's an interesting point that I guide people in. When we tell the brain not, just as an example, you said, I try not to go on social media.
Mm,
Your brain hears social media, social media, social media, right? So if
right.
you set yourself up for, I sit down and journal, pen to paper,
Mm,
or for me, I do my abdominal exercises, or I snuggle with my dog as a way of feeling nourished. You can feel where you're going in the direction that you want to go into.
I love that. Yeah, you're right. That is true. I've heard that before, even when it comes to weight loss, not focusing on the weight you want to lose, but focusing on the health that you want to gain, right? And where that's going to take you. That's so cute. It's interesting how sometimes it's just that little word, right? Instead of somebody saying, I can't do this, it's I don't do this or I choose this, right? And how that can make such a difference in our success in every area.
Here's
Well, I
another
love
great weight loss little nugget. Think about the weight that you're releasing. Because when we
Mhm,
release something, we really let it go. When
right.
we lose something, it's very likely that
We'll find it again, right?
looking to find it.
Right, and who wants to find that? Once we've lost that weight, there's
Right,
no way I want that coming back, so
totally.
that's fantastic. Lisa, you've got so many just great nuggets and ways that you speak into, women and men's lives to help them really think through these things. And I know you were just sharing that you've launched something brand new, so if somebody's listening right now and they're curious to know a little bit more about, how do you work with clients or what do you offer, those types of things, tell us, give us a quick peek at what you have going on and how they can get in touch with you.
Oh, you're sweet to offer that up. So, my new program that I just launched on Listenable, it's an incredible program where you can listen to thousands of courses on any topic. And it's called Fire Your Inner Bully and Reawaken Your Inner Brilliance. And that is a word that I love in all my work. I have a women's group that I lead Wednesdays at noon on Zoom. It's called Own Your Brilliance. And
Mm,
it really is a time for us to be in community and connected. And that's totally separate from my consulting practice where I work with companies and executives and leaders and do one-on-one really intensive coaching.
that's
I'm
great.
always available to help how I can.
Well, fantastic. And what's your platform of choice? Where's the best place for people to find you?
Oh, they're all out there. I love them all. I
Okay.
really
Okay.
do. I think social media is fantastic connector.
It is a gift for sure. So make sure if you are curious to know a little bit more, you want to dive a little bit deeper into what this could look like for you, go and, and connect with that. I'm going to have Lisa put a link to what the program is that she shared and where you can find her to learn some more about her and what she's doing. We'll put that in the comments around this video. So that way you can get all of that information and really start paying attention to what voice you're listening to and what voice is really going to move you forward. So thank you so much, Lisa, for being on today. I really appreciate your generosity and what you're doing to help others. And thanks everyone for listening today. I look forward to bringing another amazing woman on next time that we talk. Have a great day.